If you're an Apple user, specifically a Mac user, there's a couple things nowadays that we just take for granted. Like, for example, anytime an upgrade for macOS comes out, we just go to our Mac and download it. Or if we want to make a document, a presentation, or a spreadsheet, we just use one of the 3 included iWork apps. But it wasn't always like that on the Mac. In fact, what it used to be is pretty much what it still is over on Windows. Granted, it was not as expensive as it is on Windows. For example, this version of macOS Snow Leopard actually cost $29 if you wanted a single license, or if you had multiple Macs, you could buy a $50 family license. And if you wanted those iWork applications I mentioned earlier, you would pay $50 for the disk set, or a little bit later you could buy them each for $20 off of the App Store, which was new at the time. And this was actually a one-time purchase, unlike Office 365 today, meaning that you paid that $50 or $20 per app once, and that was it. But nowadays, any updates for Apple's operating systems on any platforms are just included, and you can just go to the App Store and download the iWork suite for free. And that's because, unlike other companies who offer you free applications because they're selling your data through that application to make their money on advertising, Apple makes most of their money through either services or through their hardware. So that is what subsidizes these apps to be free for you to use with any of your Apple devices. To be clear though, I'm not saying that Apple doesn't sell your data, and I'm also not saying one option is better than the other, but both options are still better than what Microsoft does, which is still sell your data, but then also still charge you money to do so. So, I don't know, pick your poison.